This episode of the After Run Bourbon Club is brought to you by the Phoenix 10K and Marathon. One thing that we love here at the Bourbon Table is just how popular running has become. There are more people spending time outside and in running communities, which has been amazing to witness. Another benefit is that running allows you to explore new places. If you're considering a race in the fall, whether you're a seasoned runner or new in your running journey, the Phoenix 10K and Marathon in Phoenix, Arizona on November 8th is definitely one to consider. In its 51st year, the marathon takes you on a scenic tour of North Phoenix and Paradise Valley. Not only that, but the average temperature in Phoenix in November is 65 degrees, which is perfect for running a marathon. Want to get your kids involved? Well, there's also a race for them, the Mullen Mile, a 1 mile fun run for all kids ages 3 through 12. As someone who grew up and developed my love for running in Phoenix, Arizona, I can honestly say that there is no better time to run in Phoenix than November. And if you do this race, you will absolutely ask yourself why you hadn't done it before. And as a thank you for listening to the After Run Bourbon Club, the Phoenix 10K and Marathon is offering you 30% off your registration when you use code ARBC30 at checkout. So you really have no reason not to sign up. So head over to phoenix10k.com and secure your bib for this amazing fall marathon. That's phoenix10k.com. And don't forget to use code ARBC30 at checkout to save 30% on your registration. Cheers. And now on to the episode. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the After Run Bourbon Club, brought to you by Castle on the Hill Productions. Today at the Bourbon Table, we have an amazing athlete. She is multi-talented. We're talking soccer, basketball, track and field, triathlon, and even hockey, which is amazing. On top of that, she is just an amazing person who surrounds herself with an incredible community. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazz Van Loon.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing,
I'm doing
Jazz?
really well. I'm
Welcome.
stoked to be here. I feel like I've lived a whole day.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you have had a day today.
I
You
have.
ran the Rock and Roll DC half today as a pacer.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
145.
145. There you go. How'd it
It
go?
was epic.
Yeah.
We nailed it. We ran 144. So a
Okay.
little bit of wiggle room for those people.
Sure.
But I absolutely love pacing. I think
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite parts. I think it's so rewarding and a lot more fun for me than racing. So
That's amazing. It does not surprise me, given everything I learned about you in preparation for this show and like your love of giving back to the community. That is not surprising that you love to pace. So that's
it's the best part of it, I
yeah,
think.
that's amazing. Yeah, and then how was Calvert Hill?
I didn't tell everyone in the pace group purposely about it. I just said I'll ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
And so we went into it a little hot,
Okay.
which people were obviously asking questions, and I was like, this will make sense in the end.
Yes.
So once we got up and we were steady cruising down Capitol Hill, they got it. But yeah, we had a few disappointed, angry faces going up.
Yeah, I feel like that if you're smiling and going up Calvert Hill, you're insane or you're doing it wrong.
Yep. We said, or what did Patrick say? Just keep the intensity, but don't worry about the pace.
Okay.
So
nice.
I think it worked out.
Yeah.
It was great. There were fireball shots at the top.
Yeah.
It was a great incentive.
Okay.
So
nice. So you've had it. Did you take one?
I did not, but I encouraged.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, we have plenty of bourbon here for you today. So
I was saving the whiskey for in the afternoon.
Yeah. And so what is your experience with bourbon? Do you have much?
No, my drink of choice is Miller Lite, so that's the baseline.
Okay.
Champagne of beers.
Yes.
But I'm excited to learn.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into all the fine details of bourbon, and hopefully you walk away from here with a little appreciation.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. We'll get into the first one, which is going to be the one on your right, my left, and that one is Buffalo Trace. It is a 90 proof bourbon. So if you want to just go ahead and give it a sniff and see what kind of like some of those
sweet.
Yeah, And actually, so some people like to smell it with their mouth just a little bit open, so it like kind
Okay.
of cycles through on both ends. So,
Okay, I'm gonna try it now.
okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Flavor profile is going to be vanilla, mint, brown sugar, spice, oak, leather, toffee, and candied fruit.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Strong.
It is strong.
How
Yeah.
does this rank on the strength scale?
So 90 proof is pretty low,
Okay.
actually.
I usually
uh,
drink watery drinks, so
yes, yeah, yeah. So it makes sense. Would feel a little strong for you, but um, like the highest we're gonna go today is 100 proof. So
it's not much higher.
not much higher, but there are some that get up in the 110s, 120s.
It's good.
Right? Yeah.
It woke me up. I'm feeling alive.
No, that's what you like to hear.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay. So for your first question, while we can finish our first one here.
Okay.
So um, we're going to talk about how you're an incredible athlete later, because
Okay.
first I want to get into a bit of an obsession that you have that I've been informed about, which is Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell. You're
I,
not wrong.
I feel like you knew that was coming. Like what is it about
Anyone who
Taco Bell?
knows me well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like ever since I was a kid, it was just something I was really into, and I
Okay.
just love the brand. I think it kind of speaks to me. I'm like, you can be intense, but also like super playful, and it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
And I actually did the Taco Bell 50K last year,
Mm-hmm.
which was awesome. Like the
Yeah.
most fun day. Really tested the stomach. Like I feel like I can now
Sure.
truly eat anything during a race. Um, yeah. So I flew to Denver for 2 days. You have to stop at 10. Ooh. You
Yeah.
have to stop at 10 Taco Bells. There's an item you have to eat at each.
Right.
And it's about 32 miles. So
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was all day, but probably one of the best days I've had out there running.
That's amazing. Yeah. So that was the original one, but there's now a
Yeah.
DC version as well.
It's on the list this year.
Are you gonna do it this year?
Yeah. Last year, I was unfortunately injured, so I couldn't do it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
this year, it's on the bucket list. It's a day for Thanksgiving, so it's going to be a quick turnaround.
It is. It is. You're gonna have to like not eat too heavy on Thanksgiving,
No,
probably.
I think I'm going to have to just fast Thanksgiving. And then,
Yeah.
you know,
Which is disappointing because I
it's
like
tough.
Thanksgiving.
I love food. And that's also like part of my brand.
No,
I
that's
got the
great.
taste buds of a 5-year-old, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Getting Taco Bell.
Yeah. I also heard you did some like photo shoots for Baja Blast, like
I did.
unsponsored, obviously, but like
No, I mean, if Taco Bell would like to sponsor me, like I'm here for it. That's been a goal, kind of like a side hustle.
Okay.
But no, I have fun with it. When I did the speed project, I don't know, 3 years ago at this point, we were just out in the desert, and I brought all of my Taco Bell merch. I have quite a bit. I have pajamas. I got the sweatshirt. I got the tie-dye tank.
wow.
And I grabbed some Baja Blast where we went to the desert,
Yeah.
and it's a little photo shoot.
I really feel like Taco Bell should sponsor you.
I think they should.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I don't take it too seriously. I think it's like, it's on brand for me. So we'll see. If Taco Bell, if you're watching, I'm your girl.
Yeah, there you go. And so what are your top 5 items?
Well, obviously Baja Blast.
Yes.
Nachos Bel Grande's up there. If we're going to Cantina,
Yeah.
maybe a spiked Baja Blast.
Okay, sure.
A little
That's
Baja
fair.
Blast margarita.
Yeah.
I'm big into the Doritos items, so like Doritos Locos
yeah,
Tacos,
yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
The ranch and the nacho flavor.
Yeah.
But recently I've been into like the limited time drops, so I've been experimenting.
Okay, yeah, because I saw they just like revamped their menu and like
Totally.
they have a bunch of new items.
Taco Bell's making a comeback. I don't know. I mean, if I can fuel solely on Taco Bell for a 50K,
Sure.
I think you can do it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, there's no reason not to, apparently.
No.
Yeah.
And there's the other challenges on the side. So there's a Baja Blast challenge that you can do. You can drink 2 liters of Baja Blast during the race.
That's crazy.
Obviously had to do that one. It was great. And the finish line's through the drive-through of the Taco Bell.
Oh my goodness.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so catch me in November
Okay.
2026.
Yeah, I
DC
mean,
Taco Bell 50K.
I'm already gonna plan to be out there taking photos. So
If they're looking for ambassadors as well,
okay.
I'm your girl.
Yeah, yeah. We'll reach out to Mike Wardian. I'm sure he could use an ambassador.
Let him know.
No, that's very cool. And yeah, I'm not as big of a Taco Bell person, but Carrie is, and she loves a good Crunchwrap Supreme. So yeah,
I think we need to hit up Taco Bell at some
we
point.
might have to. I mean, there's a cantina close to here, so
They're really popping up left and right in DC.
yeah, they really are. They're making moves here in DC for sure. Yeah,
It's amazing.
All right. So
All right, I want a little
what'd you think of
sicker.
Buffalo Trace? You a little sweet, but and a little strong.
Yeah. I've
But
got a major sweet tooth, so this is working for me.
okay, so if you got a sweet tooth, I think you're really gonna like our next one.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Number two. This one is
It's a little darker.
Yes, so it's Woodford Reserved Double Oaked,
Okay.
which means it's aged twice.
Okay.
And this one is 90.4 proof, so not a whole lot more.
I think this one's maybe even sweeter than the first.
Oh, yes, 100% sweeter than the first. Flavor profile for this one is vanilla, honey, chocolate, toasted oak, caramel, spice, hazelnut, and baked
Ooh.
fruit. Right? Yeah.
I think this one's the number one so far.
So far? Okay. Yeah, it's super sweet, and it's not as harsh, I feel like, as the Buffalo Trace because it's so
No.
sweet. It like cuts on some of the harshness.
No, my whiskey experience is like it's the peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
Screwball.
Screwball with the little lamb
That's my
mascot.
baseline. So
Okay, okay,
yeah.
yeah,
No, this is good though.
right, yeah. So a little Woodford Reserve, not too bad. And while we sip on this one, we'll get into your next question. So,
Let's do it.
so I knew before today that you were a talented athlete. I don't think I realized just how talented you are, though, and I've got to learn a lot about you in researching you.
Okay.
So,
What did the internet have to say?
so the internet and some of your friends, four-time letter winner in high school for soccer, basketball, and track and field, and you have some like records for track and field as well.
I have a few.
Yeah. Also saw on YouTube there's a video of a basketball highlight reel for you, which is really, really fun to watch. So I recommend if you guys
Yeah.
look her up.
That was I think my first love,
Yeah.
sport.
Okay.
And that's what I thought I was going to do in college and then
Interesting.
kind of just ended up on the track.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. You also post-pandemic focused on triathlons
Yep.
and completed in the 2023 and 2024 Ironman 70.3 championships, world championships, which is incredible.
It's been a blast.
Yeah.
And the best way to travel. Best way to travel the world.
So question is, like, where does this drive and dedication come from that you can like focus, be such a multi-sport athlete and excel so much and anything that you try, essentially?
No, for sure. I think from a young age, like I never wanted to have to choose. And I think that's kind of driven my trajectory in sport
Okay.
to this day. So I was always a team sport athlete. So playing like basketball, ice hockey, basketball
Mm,
growing up. And track was kind of like a late addition at the end of high school.
okay.
One of the coaches had come up to me after I think it was a basketball game and was like, "Hey, you're fast. Like, come out for the track team." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, why not? You
Sure.
know, I'm a yes girl.
Yeah, okay.
There's
Yeah.
few things I won't do if you haven't gathered." Um, so I went out for the team and was instantly like I was just like naturally fast, so it
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah.
Um, and that provided me an opportunity to compete in college, which I was really
Right.
excited about. So I kind of pursued that. But I always thought I would play basketball in college. I was
Mhm.
actually at a basketball recruiting visit when I met the track coach at Dartmouth, which is where I ended up running track.
Yeah.
And they kind of flagged me, and it instantly clicked.
That's
So
cool. That's
yeah,
amazing.
I kind of made my way through team sports, and then ended up on the track.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you prefer team sports over?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and I think that's a lot of why. And I think I had mentioned this before. I think like my 4 years as a college athlete were the four most unhappy years as an athlete,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And I think honestly, like, was the time I was actually the least competitive because I just wasn't loving it. I think like I'm a big advocate for like a happy athlete's a fast athlete.
Yeah.
And I think being so time focused, especially as it's an individual sport, right? Like it's you in the track, it's you in the. I was also a jumper, so
Yeah.
it's you in the runway, and
Right.
that's it, and all the pressure's on you.
Yeah.
So I think after those 4 years, I was just so done being, in a pressure cooker all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually didn't run for 2 years after college, and I just kind of
Wow.
like took a break,
Yeah.
reset,
Sure.
and then I wanted to get out of sprinting because I just felt like that was so intense.
Mm.
And then ran my first marathon, and during that time, I joined Northeast Track Club,
Yeah.
which was the biggest blessing ever in DC, and like brought me all these friends and like really
Yeah.
like-minded people that I don't think I ever really had.
Sure.
And then from then, I just, met my friends that really helped me stick in DC. Honestly, like I came here for a few years, like probably not thinking it was going to be my home base. But,
Right.
I've been here for 8 years now and I don't have any plans on leaving because of the people that the different track teams have brought into my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common thread through anybody who's sat across from me here is that the community that they have found through running in DC has really been what keeps them here
Yep.
and helps them to thrive. And I think that's just an incredible testament to just how amazing the clubs are here. Because
Yeah.
you could easily, like, I ran for a club in San Diego and I made one or two friends, but nothing like out here where I just have a whole host of friends. So,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I feel like for such a transient city, I feel like run clubs are like a common thread that keep people here.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe that's why, because DC is so transient that we are looking for people who we know will be here for a longer term.
100%.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
yeah, run club's a great place to meet people.
Yeah, and I think like so I was recently injured, and I think that that's one of the things that I like really, really, I guess circle back to. Like even when I couldn't go to track practice, I still maintained those friendships with people on track. So
Yeah.
like maybe I couldn't go to run club in the morning, but I would meet them for coffee after.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think honestly the biggest issue with the injury, like of course it sucks, but like
Yeah.
losing the friend group that I had seen every week, like I would so look forward to Northeast Track Club on Tuesdays and AFRC on Thursdays, and like the switch up in my routine was probably the hardest struggle. So I really tried to maintain those ties
Yeah.
while I was out.
No, that's amazing, and I'm glad it worked out for you. That seems
We're
that
back.
you're back.
We're
Yeah,
back.
yeah. We'll get into that later. Don't worry. One more question though about your fitness and your
Hmm.
talent. I hear you may be considering trying out for the Olympics, maybe.
A little side project.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so I don't know how familiar you are with, well, the US is obviously hosting Olympic Games in 2028.
Correct.
And when whatever country hosts gets automatic entry for every sport in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And the US doesn't have like a strong presence in handball. So I decided to see, if I could lean into that and maybe try out for the team.
Yeah.
So I've recently joined the DC Diplomats, which is a DC-based handball team
Okay.
with a bunch of girls who I'm also running the speed project with this year.
Yeah.
We've been absolutely loving it. Great community again. And we're kind of just going to put our name in the hat and see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. No, I mean, I have heard several of the girls going to handball practice
Yes.
after track practice, and they all seem to really love it. And I've been invited a couple times, but
You should come through.
I will consider it. I just, at my advanced age, I worry that
There's all different ages there.
I do worry about, like, blowing out my knee or something like that, because that lateral movement, I just don't have that anymore. So
It does get you.
yeah, yeah, it can be
It's been
sneaky.
a blast though.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
that's exciting.
yeah, if you see me out there, my journey all started from a TikTok video I saw that was like, come try out for the team.
Very cool. Well, good luck on that. I hope that
Thank
works out for
you.
you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
I'm
love to see you
manifesting,
at the Olympics.
you have to
Yeah.
go to training camp in Florida for, I think, like a year.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
it could be pivoting from DC temporarily.
Take the Florida.
And
Sure.
then, yeah, you might see me at LA 2028.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Started as a joke, but who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. All right. Well, you ready to move on to your third bourbon?
I'm ready.
Okay. So this one is called Town Branch Maple Barrel Stout. It is 94 proof.
I'm a
So
big like maple
okay.
fall flavor girl.
So Town Branch, they are a distillery, but they are also a brewery, and I believe they
Mm.
distill some of their bourbon in some of the stuff that they make their beers in. So I think that's where the maple comes from like a stout. And the flavor profile for this one is maple, cocoa, brown sugar, and cherry.
That's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to me, I get the brown sugar on the front, like in the tip of my tongue, but then as it moves its way back into my throat, I get that cherry, like subtle
It's
cherry
like tart in
flavor.
the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, this one's good. It's very different from the first two.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I didn't mention this in the last question, but you kind of brought it up.
Okay.
You played hockey growing up,
I did.
and you now coach youth programs here in DC.
I do. I do.
Yeah. So what inspired you to give back and help the sports community in that way?
Sure. Yeah. I like to keep things fun. I feel like that's a running theme here.
Sure.
Yeah, so I grew up playing ice hockey and then I went to grad school for sports management in DC. And
Okay.
during those 2 years, I worked for the Washington Capitals, which was the best And then we entered COVID, and obviously all things sports shut down. But remain super close with the Washington Capitals and the youth hockey programs, and I've continued to coach, whether it's youth programming for ice hockey, rollerblading, women's development programs. I ref the intermission games at Capitals games,
Yeah,
which is
you
a ton of
do.
fun.
I've seen you out there.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. So yeah, that's it's kind of like a just second side gig that I have, and honestly, like it brings me so much joy again, just like you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
getting more people involved in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, so how does it inspire you to work with the youth at such a young age?
Yeah, I mean, I think hockey is one of those sports where there's a lot of barriers to entry. So I think like providing opportunities for young kids to, try the sport from a young age
Yeah.
is really awesome.
Yeah.
And the Caps are really invested in development programs, so it's really good to have a team that's super behind it
No,
and
yeah.
providing the resources to do so.
It does seem like they're super into like I mean obviously they host the intermission like little
The
TV
mites.
game. Yeah. And that's so fun to watch those kids out
Oh
there
my
on the
God.
ice. Yeah.
It makes me smile. Like it's the best part of my day. Like I look forward to my 9 to 5 ending and
Yeah.
just going out to Capital One.
Yeah.
Because I mean, growing up in the hockey world as a woman, like I always had to play with the boys, which was great.
Yeah.
Like I even didn't want to be seen as as a girl when I was younger, so I had my hair super short, so
Okay.
you couldn't see the flow out of the helmet. So I was just one of the guys,
Yeah,
know.
naturally.
But like now I feel like we're really embracing like teams for women and like creating an inclusive space on the ice. So that's been really fun to see because I definitely didn't have that growing up.
Okay, very cool. That actually it kind of reminds me. I don't know how familiar you are with How I Met Your Mother.
I've seen the show.
Okay, the one of the characters, Robin, she's from Canada, and she grew up an only daughter, and her dad wanted her to be a boy, so he cut her hair short and put her in hockey and played hockey with all the boys.
That was me. The biggest tomboy. The biggest tomboy growing up. I still am at heart.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I had another question about hockey. Oh, yeah. How old were you when you got into it?
I was 8,
Okay.
I want to say,
Yeah.
so like pretty young.
Yeah.
But like we start the kids, I think you can start at like 4 or 5 now.
Really?
So they've already had quite the experience on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I begged my parents, and they were like, "You're not gonna like it. You're gonna get hurt."
Yeah.
And so they signed me up for kind of like a clinic one day, and they're like, "She'll hate it. She'll hate it. She's gonna walk off crying." And I was like, I've never been more eager to just like prove them wrong. So
And you
yeah,
did.
it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we played with the boys through high school, and
Okay.
then joined an all women's team, and then I played in college when I wasn't running track. So
That's very cool. And we just had the Olympics, the Winter Olympics just happened, men's and women's gold for hockey, which is
absolutely,
how excited were you about that?
I was pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Miracle on Ice is my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
So I felt
Yeah.
like we just like relived that.
I mean, it was so exciting. Yeah. And then I forget the name of the guy who scored the winning goal, but he like,
Jack Hughes.
yeah, Jack
He
Hughes.
actually played the Capitals last night. It was the Devils versus the
okay.
Capitals. So
Nice.
half the arena was wearing Devils jerseys. I mean, for good reason.
Yes. Yeah. But he lost some teeth in that game
He did.
too. Yeah. Which
did.
is just insane.
It's part of a lot of players' brands, I feel like.
Yeah.
Alex Ovechkin could easily get the smile fix, but it's
Yeah, he chooses not
it's
to.
part of him.
No, for sure. Yeah. Have you ever lost anything
No.
from hockey? No, nothing? Wow. Okay.
I'm lucky.
Yeah. Any ever taken a puck to like the face though?
Maybe we got the cage on.
Sure. Yeah.
The pros don't have the cage. I think that's
Yeah.
insane.
No, that's
but-
wild. Yeah.
To each their own.
Not for me.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Couldn't be
need
me.
a cage. Yeah. I gotta protect this mug. I gotta be camera ready. Yeah.
24/7.
24/7. You never know. You never know. All right. So now that you've had the town branch and it's New
Okay.
England, feel very New England. Which one is your favorite so far out of the 3?
I'm gonna go 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Okay. That tracks. I feel like this one definitely is sweeter. Yeah.
Yes, I like the sweet.
Yeah. This one's good. Not as sweet.
Yeah, this one's good.
Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, I think you're probably not gonna like this next one as much.
Okay.
This is Colonel E.H. Taylor, small batch, bottled in bond. Yes, it's the tall one there. This one is 100 proof.
Woo!
You're gonna feel that right in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another wake up.
Exactly. It'll wake you up. I tell the guys it'll put hair on your chest. The flavor profile for this one is caramel corn, butterscotch, oak, licorice, cherry, orange, and spice.
I'm not really getting any sweetness.
And on the nose, yeah.
No.
No, you get a lot of alcohol on the nose. The sweetness comes in like more the back end.
That's not what I thought it was going to taste like.
Really?
I'm getting the licorice.
Yeah. Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't get the licorice. I've
No?
never
Getting
gotten
the
the
kettle
licorice.
corn?
I get the caramel corn. I get a little bit of the cherry and the orange, like more the citrus on the tip of my tongue.
Okay. You're correct. It's not my favorite,
Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't be.
but I respect it.
Yeah, that's good. A little respect for the bourbon is good. All
I
right.
can't take anything seriously.
Well, okay, but we are going to get a little serious on this next question.
Okay.
So, you had a pretty serious injury, which
I
you've
did.
alluded to a couple times already. What happened?
So, this was kind of a product of me being stubborn and not wanting to adjust things early on because it was kind of like a 10-month period of just like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Oof.
But I did high rocks last year. I'm usually not a lifter.
Okay.
But I was like, oh yeah, we could do that. Trained for a few months, did the race, and definitely tweaked something in my back. But I was like, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I don't know. It had almost been about 10 months
Yeah.
point, and like the back pain just like wasn't getting better.
Ugh.
I was losing feeling in my left leg.
Oh no.
I went to a chiropractor, and they were like, "This is way more than we can chew."
Yeah.
Got an MRI, and they were immediately like, "You need spinal surgery," and I was like, "Oh." So that wasn't great news.
Yeah.
So I immediately scheduled surgery, and I had a discectomy in October,
Oof.
which was a 3-month recovery.
Yeah.
Which is when I leaned into all the pals from Run Club, which
Yes.
was great.
Yeah.
Because again, like mentally, it was just so much harder. Like
Yeah.
sitting on my butt every day, not being able to move, being in a back brace was a bummer.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I've never been like more motivated than ever to like get back into it.
Sure.
And like so immediately signed up for the Speed Project, which is a race I actually am leaving for next week.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it, most people do the Couch to 5K. I'm doing Couch to TSP, which is 360 miles across the desert.
Yep.
And I'm just super stoked. I'm feeling like super ready. I think I have like the most supportive group of women. It's an all women's team.
Nice.
And I'm captaining it with a friend that I met through Run Club many years ago. We've never truly done a race together. So
Okay. Nice.
I'm super stoked for that.
That is very exciting.
Yeah, follow along.
We will, for sure. But also, so you went from having surgery, barely being able to move, and then you were running with in almost 3 months, you were able to turn around and start running again, right? That's my
I
understanding?
was. Yeah.
Which is,
So I had a very, I don't want to say calculated, but kind of plan. So
Sure.
like I kind of pushed the surgeon's recommendations a little bit.
okay.
So it's like 3-month recovery period.
Yeah.
2 months after I got the go ahead to start cycling.
Okay.
And I'm a triathlete, so I really leaned into the biking.
Yeah.
And I did that pretty much every day, at least for an
Wow.
hour during that like month gap between bike and run.
Yeah.
So I think that was awesome. When I got back to running, I didn't feel like I was starting at zero because I still had a bit of an endurance base.
Yeah.
And then kind of went from there. But like I remember the day when we got our first training plan from the other girl, Carrie, who I'm captaining the team with.
Yeah.
And week 1 was 65 miles. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
I want to be able to run a mile.
Yeah.
But everyone's been so supportive in like,
Yeah.
me figuring it out on my own, and we've been able to get back to it. I think it was really fun. Like I was telling my team, like we train in the winter to like run in the middle of the desert. Like
Yeah.
we had a crazy winter in DC,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was just like the cold didn't even phase me at that point. I was just so
You
excited
were
to get out there and run.
Yeah. No, I bet.
So yeah, I just kind of like took it at my own pace, and I felt like surrounding myself with great people. Like you don't even realize that the fitness just like kind of comes with just hanging out with your friends and running through the streets.
Yeah. No, and that's one thing that, people were bringing up as they were telling me about your time after surgery is that, you really leaned heavily on your friends and
Yeah.
and they also came through for you, which is an incredible,
100%.
like we've already talked about it, like the community that you have surrounded yourself with and that you've built up through the run clubs and your tri club is just amazing.
It's the best.
It's
I'm so
amazing.
lucky.
And yeah, I honestly like I think also part of that though it speaks to who you are as a person and that you have developed this community around you and that people show up for you when you need it and then
Absolutely.
and would assume that you ought to, because you show up for them when they need it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you get out of it what you put into it at the end of the day. And I
absolutely.
think like any given day in DC, and I think like a lot of people who participate in run clubs around here, like any day of the week there's a run club,
Yeah.
and it's just like a choice to like consistently show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
No,
so
that's amazing.
I love it. I'm a run club girly.
Pro
I
run club. Yeah.
very pro run club, and I just don't like, for me, like sports, like at a very base level, it's about the people. Like
Yes.
you will rarely find me running out there by myself.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, I'm motivated. Like I'm one of those people, like if I had to get up and like rigidly follow a training plan, I'd probably snooze my alarm in the morning. But if I know I have to meet whoever it is or
Sure.
whoever the run club is,
Yeah.
like I'm up, I'll be there.
That's good.
So I think
Yeah.
also just like surrounding yourself with the right people who can act as accountability partners for you
Mm-hmm.
is the absolute way to go.
No, that's a huge thing.
Because like
Yeah.
no one wants to get up and run in 20 degrees by themselves.
No, no. And you're like you said, this winter sucked.
It's
Like
horrible.
I definitely skipped far too many runs
Right.
because it was just so cold outside. And also it was like super icy, so probably not as safe to be
Yep.
outside. But still, like I think maybe even though Carrie's my accountability partner, we also are sometimes our worst enemies
Yeah.
because we'll be like, maybe we'll just lay on the couch.
Yeah. Like I just think like make it easier for yourself.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
provide a reason
exactly.
to get up other than I'm gonna go do this hard thing.
Yes, yeah.
Like create the support system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And having that support system
For
is
sure.
now leading you to
For sure.
pacing a half marathon. Wait, 6 months after surgery? Five
Yeah.
months? 5 months
Yeah.
after
About
surgery?
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing,
I
though.
think that's something I've also found in triathlon too. Like, I love the run, the bike has become a new passion of mine, but like swimming is just so not my jam. So like
Yeah.
finding people who enjoy swimming or just surround myself with like let's go to the pool together
Mm-hmm.
gets me to go.
Yeah.
Whereas if, you'll never find me doing laps by myself. I'd rather go out and run a single-handed marathon than go do a few laps in the pool.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm not much of a swimmer, so
I'd like to think you can find a runner's high in the pool, but haven't found it yet.
yeah, yeah, for like, I guess it's been almost 20 years since I actually swam laps, but that one time I did it, I hated it.
Yeah.
I think I swam like 400 meters and I was like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
That's all I got today. And never again.
I'm just out there trying not to sink.
Yeah.
Somehow we make it work.
Yeah, yeah. I through a few injuries, I did some like aqua jogging in the pool, and that's kind of my experience in the pool is running in the
Yeah.
pool because of
It's great
it,
resistance
it
training.
is. It's super great resistance
But I
training.
never felt like such full body fatigue
Mm.
than being in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
So yeah, that's a 2026 goal of mine. Lean into the swim.
Okay. Nice.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see.
we're still early in the year.
Still early.
Yeah.
Still in Q1.
Still in Q1. Okay. Well, we'll see how the rest of the year goes for you and your
We'll see.
swimming.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
All right. Last bourbon of the day.
I'm
Are
excited.
you ready? This is my favorite.
Okay.
Okay, this is Blanton's Small Batch. It is a 93 proof. Yep, it's the last one there, the one closest to you with the little horse guy on top.
Cheers.
Cheers. The flavor profile for this one is vanilla, citrus, butterscotch, honey, caramel, nutmeg, and baking spices.
Mmm. Okay, this might be my favorite.
Right? Yeah, it's so smooth.
It goes down easy.
Yes, exactly. And I think
You don't get the burn that you get with the other ones.
no, you really don't. And I don't know what they're doing in the distillery process and how they get it to
Blanton
be.
knows what they're doing.
They really do. They really do. It's so smooth. I love it so much.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've talked about it a little bit already,
All right.
but you are one of the captains of the all-woman TSP relay team
Mm-hmm.
called Dead Leg Society.
Yep.
You
I
got
cannot take credit for that name. That's all Carrie.
You got one of them here in
I
the
do.
audience supporting you today, and this is going to be your third TSP. Yeah.
It's gonna be my third TSP, yeah.
Okay. And so, what are you looking forward to this year, this time compared to previous iterations, and like with this team specifically?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that I'm stoked for is an all women's team. I've never done it with all women, so I
Okay.
think that's been like a really, really fun aspect. I think also going into it, being friends with a lot of them has
Yeah.
been great. Like I kind of think we kind of like know how each other ticks and like know how people respond. And I also just think like going into it with a really fun attitude. I think like Kari and I as captains like are just leading with like at the end of the day, like if we're not enjoying this, why are we doing it, right?
Right.
Like you're
Yeah.
spending 2 days running, like of course it's hard. But like you
Yes.
also can't plan for like the small things that might happen. Like someone might get injured. Like,
Sure.
you know, you might make a wrong turn, but like
Hmm.
surround yourself with those people that like make the hard moments fun. And I think
Yeah.
like we're really going into it with a strong crew. So
No, that's
I'm super
amazing.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to follow your guys' journey.
Yeah, follow along, Dead
Yeah.
Like Society
Yeah. Yeah. On Instagram, right?
on Instagram.
Yep. Yep. So what do you think your experience, having done this before, where do you think your experience will come in the most handy along the way from LA to
For sure.
LD?
I think knowing the route helps, although we're doing a special route this time called
Okay.
Power Line. So we kind
Yes.
of veer from the traditional like OG
Yeah.
route.
Yeah.
Um, I also think just the basics of just like how do we deal with adversity during it. Like again, like you can't forecast like who's gonna specifically run which miles. It's kind of just like, a day in, like who's feeling the best, who can kind of pick up the pieces and like,
Hmm.
the phrase that they say going to the race is like no spectators, and I think that really encompasses the race. Like,
Yeah.
right, like you might be part of the crew, but at the end of the day, like everyone's involved, no one's
Hmm.
spectating.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing a role, and your role might change. You might
Yeah.
start as a runner, and then you might end up driving the RV, and that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just think going into it, just kind of rolling with the punches is sort of the best piece of advice I can give.
Nice.
Because I think both times previous, I've gone in with this sort of like, or at least our team has gone in with this like very precise, calculated plan. And I think like
Mm.
that just doesn't work well in
Yeah.
a race that there's so much adversity and unknown
And
and things
yeah.
aren't going to go as planned.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like
Too
who
many
are those
variables.
people?
Yeah.
Exactly. Who are
Yeah.
those people you want to figure those things out and are going to
Sure.
bring a positive attitude no matter what?
Yeah, yeah, and especially like because I've done relay race Ragnars.
Hmm.
I've never done TSP, but I've done some Ragnars, and you're operating on 1 to 2 hours of sleep
Yep.
every couple hours before you're up again, prepping for your next leg, and having somebody who, or at least a couple people who are able to manage emotions
Yep.
when people are tired and frustrated, maybe dealing with an injury that came up because they were, running in the middle of the night and twisted
For
their
sure.
ankle. So like, how you think are you, as a co-captain, how are you going to navigate those like issues, you think, as they come up?
I mean, I think you can't I think we're going into it planning the things that we can plan, but also just
Sure.
like embracing the fact that you can't really go in with a plan. And
Right.
like I've
Yeah.
seen it
Yeah.
in teams past where like we had like laid out every mile that everyone was gonna run over the 2 days, which
Mm-hmm.
like we were like, okay, we got this, like perfect, we're gonna
Yeah.
execute this plan. But I think at the end of the day, it's not really like can you make a plan? It's can you operate without a plan?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
kind of what I've learned.
No, that's fair.
So yeah, I'm so excited the team that we have.
Yeah.
And we've done a few simulations.
Yeah. I've
Things
seen
went
them.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we're not arguing about, what mile we're gonna run. We're like, what color glitter are we gonna wear? So like it's a very fun group. We're having a lot of fun with it. And I think like that just goes
Good.
back to like the theme of kind of like who I am as an athlete. Like we gotta keep it fun or else like why are we doing it? If
Mm-hmm.
it's not filling your cup, why are you there?
That's a great motto to have.
I'm really excited this time. My sister is part of the crew, so that's gonna be
Nice.
really special. She's never done anything
Yeah.
like that, so it's been
No.
fun to also like have her meet a bunch of my buddies from
Yeah.
DC. So
Yeah. Yeah. And you, like you were saying, you have a great crew. I know most of them. I think there's maybe just a couple that I've never met before, but every one of them that I've even had a couple. One of them, yeah, Sharon. She was
she
on.
was here.
Yeah, she was here on the
Yeah,
table. Yeah, we did some
she's
bourbon.
fantastic.
Yeah. So great crew. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to follow you guys.
Follow us along.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I think you guys look like you're having fun.
I know I'm leaving this week, which is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Which so when exactly is the race?
April 3rd is
Okay.
kickoff, but I'm going out early to get the RV, get things settled, get the provisions.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Nice. That's
it'll be
exciting.
nice. Little remote week.
Yeah, yeah. So one thing actually that just I just thought of right now, the Southwest is experiencing one of the worst heat waves that they have experienced in a long time, which how do you feel like you're gonna do in the heat?
With the heat.
Yeah. Did
I
you guys
think
run through Death
we
Valley?
run through Death Valley.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that Kari and I have talked about is keeping the segments really short.
Okay.
I think if you look at the traditional like roadmap of like the TSP textbook that they give you,
Mhm.
there's very long segments up to like 12 miles at a clip. And I
Sure.
think what I've learned from the past is that actually just keeping like even doing small segments like 800 meters, 400 meters during the day when the heat's really strong and
Yeah.
just rotating allows you to cover the mileage a lot faster
Oh, interesting.
than let's run a marathon and then switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think just keeping the shift short, and then again, like it doesn't really matter who's running as long as someone's running.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So just, whoever's feeling good, it's great. Like if there's one thing my friends know about me is I don't operate with low sleep very well.
Okay.
So I also think like knowing like we've literally done personality and like strength tests for people on our team, which might
Wow.
sound silly, but I think it's like what do you need to operate at your highest
Yeah.
capacity?
Yeah.
Like what doesn't work well for you, 2 days in. And like for me, it's like I will need a nap at some point.
Yeah.
And like some people, like Kari, the other co-captain, like
Mm-hmm.
she can go 2 days and still, look fresh as a daisy. That couldn't be me. So I think like I need a nap.
Yeah.
And so just like knowing how people operate has been really helpful to learn.
Yeah. No, like you said, it sounds silly, but I honestly think that's probably one of the smartest things you can do
Yeah.
is to evaluate your personalities and be like, who can operate on no sleep, who can operate on
Yep.
minimal sleep, and who needs the most sleep.
Yep.
Because between sleep and probably hunger, I think those are the
Oh
two
my
biggest
God.
factors that'll play into it,
For sure.
other than obviously running and being on dead legs.
No. No pun intended.
Actually, pun very much intended. Yes, yes. Okay, well, I'm excited for
Thank
you,
you.
and
We're
good luck on
stoked.
that, and enjoy your time out there getting ready this coming week. That's gonna be so
It's
amazing.
happening.
Yeah, yeah. We talked about we said Dead Lake Society. What is the actual handle for you guys? Do you know on Instagram? Is it
I
like
think it's DLS.
DLS something?
DLS.
Okay, yeah.
DLS.
Okay.
We can drop it after
Well,
this.
I'll put it on the screen here. It's fine. It'll be in the show notes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
follow
Yeah,
along
yeah,
on
follow
our
along.
journey.
Yeah.
We just, there's some team intros in there so you can meet the rest of the crew,
Yeah.
like 8 awesome women.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah. And where can people follow you on your personal journey, not just
Oh,
through TSP? If
J
you
Van Loon 25.
Okay, J
Yeah.
Van 25.
You can follow my triathlon journey, my running journey, random side quests. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. It's amazing. And you do go on some pretty cool side quests. You were just
I
in
do.
the islands somewhere,
I was,
right?
yeah. My
Yeah.
dad's a sailor, so that's like a big perk. It was a business trip for him, but
Yeah.
just a little added bonus for me. So
It looked
I like to
beautiful.
travel, I like to have fun. I like
Yeah.
to, you know, go to races abroad.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite stuff that you've ever done?
Probably New Zealand. I did a triathlon in
Uh,
New Zealand last year, which was incredible.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I've
not too
never been.
shabby.
I've never been to New Zealand. It's on the
Highly
bucket list.
recommend.
Yeah.
Queenstown it seemed fake.
Yeah.
So if you get the chance,
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Honestly, like, so I got into the Sydney Marathon this year through the lottery.
You.
Yeah. So I'll be going to Sydney at the end of August. And we have a little trip planned in Australia, but I don't know, maybe we had a little
Should bop over.
little bop
It's a quick
over.
flight.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Right?
I've always wanted to go to Australia.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, when I went, I thought about it, but then I was like, I just want to lean into.
Yeah.
We did 2 weeks in New Zealand alone.
Really? Wow.
So
That's amazing.
it's stunning.
Yeah. It's on the bucket list for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, now that it's a major, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sydney?
Sydney's a major. Yeah.
Gotta add to the list.
Yep. Add it to the list. Yeah.
6
And
stars.
it does feel like Sydney's probably a little bit easier to get into just because it's so far
Then New
away
Zealand.
that
Yeah.
like yeah. Well, no, compared to like the other majors, like so Berlin,
Oh,
Tokyo,
like
because
I
it's
thought you
brand
meant to
new.
fly into.
Oh,
No, to get into
yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah. It seems easier to get
100%.
into
So
because
I should try now.
you should go for next year. Yeah, yeah. Honestly,
My goal for next year is Tokyo, but I guess if that doesn't work out,
yeah, just apply to all the majors. Honestly, like at this
just
point,
put a bit in.
yeah, yeah. I just keep putting into every one until I get one, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good for the rest of the year.
Collect them all.
Well, there's gonna be 9.
I know. Well, that's why
Yeah,
I'm like, we've got to finish them before they add another one.
yeah. They're gonna do. I think Shanghai's next,
Wow.
and
I hadn't
then
even heard that was on the list.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and also the one in South Africa, Johannesburg, I think maybe.
Cape Town?
Cape
I
Town.
think
It's Cape Town. It's Cape Town. You're right. Yeah, yeah. So gotta get them. Gotta get them all.
I know.
Yeah, to keep adding to them.
I know. My ultimate goal is to do, I think it's called the World Marathon, which is a marathon every day on a different continent.
Yes, the
But
7
we're gonna need a
marathons.
sponsor. So again,
Yeah,
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell. Taco
You heard it
Bell.
here first.
Yeah, sponsor Jazz so
I
she
will
can do
wear full
the.
kit.
There you go, all purple
All purple.
and Baja Blast.
All purple. Baja Blast blue.
Yes,
Whatever
exactly.
you want me to wear, really.
Right.
It's your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, the 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents
Right?
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, because we talked about Mike Wardian in the 50K, he just did it, but he did 50K
in each.
in each one. Yeah, he did the marathon, then he went and finished
Just had to
50K.
get extra credit.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
which
mean, why
is
not? You're there, right?
insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah.
Just a few extra miles.
Why not? Yeah. All right, Jazz. Well, out of all the bourbons that you had today, where where did we land on your favorite?
I think I'm gonna go number one.
Yeah,
You're number one.
Blanton's is number one. Okay.
Then we're gonna go here.
To no Town Branch or to Woodford?
I think this was my number one
No,
originally.
with
So I'm gonna go one,
okay.
two,
2,
three,
3.
4, 5. I
Really?
actually kind of really appreciated
Really?
this one.
Okay. That
Yeah.
surprises me. I thought that would be 5 for you,
It was
but
a little outside the box,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
grew on me. It did.
Well, that's amazing. And a little more appreciation and
I
understanding of
definitely
bourbon.
do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be my first choice, but I could
Sure.
vibe with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many, obviously, right? Like you can
I know,
see
I'm like
here,
kind of inspired to try more.
there's so many options and varieties. To some extent, like bourbon, that when it comes down to it at its base, it's all the same 3 main ingredients, but like they do little things to make it change, and they
Different
age
flavor
it, and they
profile.
put it in different barrels and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff that you can explore and
I'm
learn
gonna go
more.
down a research rabbit hole after this.
I encourage that, honestly. Yeah. That's the whole point of this, honestly, is just to get people to like bourbon.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, right? Send me more bourbon. Um, well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on
you.
today. I really appreciate you being here. It's been so great to get to know you even more so than I already did.
Oh, thank you.
And learning
I'm
about
honored to
you.
be here.
Thank you thank you so
Yeah, and let's
much.
keep it
Yeah,
going.
let's
More
keep
run
it
clubs,
going.
let's keep it fun.
Yeah, yeah, more run clubs, more bourbon, and other adventures.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Cheers to
that.
that.
All right. And for everybody watching at home and listening, thank you so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate you liking and subscribing. It really helps to keep this show going. So whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, or you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe really, really does help. Follow Jazz on all social media, and we will see you back here on the next episode. Bye.